like forever.
Yes, forever.
I'm so glad to be able to bring this class to everyone here. Kundalini that I teach is Kundalini as taught by Yogi Bhajan. He was a great master of yoga from India who came to the United States back in the, I think this early 50s or something, 100 million years ago. And so this practice is always three components: message, movement, and mindfulness. It's very different than other yoga in that it's not really about the exercise of the asanas or the asanas. It's about mind-body energy alignment, right? And so we need to have a bit of a chat up about all of that before we actually move into practice, because the practice should be intentional to aligning your mind, body, and energy space, right? So Kundalini Yoga is always opened with the prayer that asks and gives reverence to those teachers who have kept the tradition and past intact from time immemorial, going all the way back to the Dashavidyas, that is the blacks of India, the ancient Indus Kush people of India, all the way through the keepers of yoga now. So the prayer is it's an opening energetic prayer. You can participate or not, but as a devout follower of this practice, I will chant the prayer. So for your information, it is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. It just simply means life, love, life, and energy to all those great teachers. That's all we're saying in that Sanskrit language, right? Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And you chant it very passionately 3 times. So that's what we're going to do. Sit up nice and tall, heart center open, shoulders away from the ears, and then we take a deep breath in, bring the hands together. This is prayer pose. The thumb should be resting against what would be your sternum, shoulders away from the ears, elbows down. Deep breath in through the nostrils, and breathe out through the nostrils. Just like that, 2 more times on your own. And 1 more here. Now we'll breathe into chant with the Om. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Very tonal. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. All right, so before we actually start the practice, we need to understand the breath work. You're breathing in through the nostrils always, unless we're doing specific asanas, and you're breathing out through the nostrils, right? The gaze is usually at the 3rd eye, so you close your eyes and you're breathing in through the nostrils, and you have, with your eyes closed, you're looking in between your eyebrows. This is known as the ajna or 3rd eye chakra. Your breathing is deep from the diaphragm, right? This is Yoga 101. So let's have a practice at that for a few minutes here. So put your hand on your abdomen. As you take a deep breath in, expand the abdomen. As you breathe out, pull the abdomen in. So it's the reverse of how you consciously breathe. Breathe in, make a pot with the belly. Breathe out, pull the abdomen in. Breathe in as though you are trying to fill up. And now breathe out as though you are letting the air out of a balloon, smashing it down. Breathe in, filling that balloon up. Breathe out, releasing the air. That's the diaphragmatic breathing. Keep trying. Breathe in. Good. And breathe out. All right, relax. I don't want to have to get nobody, nobody in here to hyperventilate. Okay, so if you are having trouble with that breathing, just breathe normally. But that is the yogic breath. That's what takes your consciousness from being very physically grounded to a higher expression and experience, right? Are you holding your breath?
No.
Oh, you look like you're holding your breath. No, please breathe. Right, so that's the breathing that we'll do throughout all of our asanas here for the Kundalini yoga practice. So let us just do several rounds of that breathing. Relax shoulders down. The other aspect is you want to engage your locks, right? So when I say squeeze the perineum, that's the root lock, right? The muscle you use to cut your urine off in midstream. So if you're peeing and you say, oops, stop, I'm coming, somebody knock on the door, you cut the urine off, that's the perineum muscle. So you want to squeeze that gently, not really hard, it is very arousing. So squeeze it gently, and then you want to pull the navel in, when you do that breathing out, right? So it's root lock, navel center, breath. Breath, root lock, relax the pot, and then breathe out, pull the belly in. Am I making sense? Y'all good?
Yes.
All right, so let's try that for several rounds here. Ready? And just go at your pace. Breathing in and out. You can begin when you're ready. I'm just trying to find the music that I want here. Breathing in and out. Going at your pace. Breathing in and out here, several rounds. Relax the shoulders. And just breathe in and out. Get comfortable in the diaphragmatic breathing space. Good. A few more here. Breathing in and out. Very nice. Keep going. And just take deep breaths in. Don't be afraid of the breath. Take a nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathing out. Nice, deep, relaxed breaths. Now here, take a deep breath in. Expand the abdomen, squeeze the root lock, and suspend the breath. That is just relax into holding the breath. And now breathe out, relax the root lock, pull that abdomen in. Good, one more time here, take a deep breath in. Squeeze the root lock, suspend the breath, extend the abdomen, relax your shoulders, just relax into holding your breath. Let that energy circulate. And now breathe out, pulling the abdomen in, relax the root lock. One more time here, breathe in. Good, suspend the breath, squeeze the root lock, let that abdomen make a pot, just relax it here. And now pull the abdomen in as you exhale out. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Everybody good? All right, now let's come on to our hands and knees. In yogic science as well as Eastern medicine, there are several locks and energy areas around the bottom. Well, at the base of the neck, the top of the neck, top of the spine is a energetic pump, and at the base of the spine where the sacral is another energetic pump. So when you get up in the morning, you want to get those pumps moving, right? So we do cat-cow, right? The knees are under the hips. Make sure that your legs are a nice distance apart, just hip distance apart. Fingers spread out nice and wide on your mat. Distribute the weight as evenly as you can to all of your fingertips and the palm of your hand. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders aligned. If that's comfortable for you. Often what's comfortable for me is to walk the hands out a little bit ahead of me because of just how my body aligns. Now cat-cow is a flowing movement in Kundalini Yoga. So it looks like this. Breathe in, head goes up, hips open. Open the hips. Then breathe out. The head tucks, the chin tucks to the chest, and the abdomen, you pull that core all the way back, but it's a fluid movement, so it looks like this. Very audible breathing through the nostrils, okay? And you're using that diaphragmatic breathing as much as you can, right? So usually in everything in Kundalini Yoga is 3 minutes. It's a long time. We're going to do a minute. Okay, ready? And begin. Head up. Really feel the energy. Come on. Deep breaths in and out. Deep, deep breaths. Your body should be warming up. Come on, that's it. Feel the movement. 30 seconds here. You can do it. Really engage. Get that blood flowing through the body as best you can. Cheer if you want. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Breathe in and out. Tuck and open the hips when the head goes back. That's right. Activating that pump. Yes. Now at the end, when I say breathe in, you're going to breathe in and the head goes back, and you're going to suspend the breath, squeezing that root block, and then breathe out, tuck all the way up. All right. Breathe in here, head goes back, suspend the breath, relax, and breathe out, tuck up. Flatten your toes out if they're not already. Sit back in child's pose. Reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch the body. Reach here. Good. And if you're able to, bring your forehead to the mat, forearms to the mat, and palms together. Sending the hips back as far as you can. Just relaxing here in child's pose, breathing normally. Relaxing here in child's pose, breathing normally. Good. Very nice. Good, just relax. Got a little bit of work ahead of us here. Good. All right. Let's get a little bit of an energetic exercise going on here. Come on to your hands and knees now. Everybody good? All right. Curl your toes under. We're going to do a dog series, right? Usually the Subagdandi Kriya is quite energetic. So go at your pace. A lot of the movement, even though I've been doing this a long time, my body prefers the knees, right? So what we'll do is you'll curl your toes under. You'll come into your downward dog. Hold your dog here and just relax into the dog. Then we'll take a deep breath in. Breathe out, come forward into plank. Hold your plank. Breathe in. Breathe out, come down. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, out, in. And we'll do that for a series, okay? Everybody good? What happened to my music, Lord? All right, hold on one second. Catch your breath while I look out the music. That's not the song I want, though. This is the song I want. All right. All right, ready? We'll go through 4 repetitions, and then we'll rest. Then we'll do another 4, and we're gonna need the rest after that. All right, ready? All right, breathe in and out. Breathe into dog. Hold your dog. Good. Really lift those hips up. Sit your chest back. Push your chest back towards your thighs as best you can. Good. Breathe in and out here. And just have a nice stretching dog. All right. Ready? Good. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out to plank. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out to down. Hover. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out to hover. Breathe in, up dog. Down dog. Come on. Come on. Plank. Hover. Up dog. One more. Down dog. Plank. Hover. Up dog. And child's pose. Stretch the arms and relax. Get them hips out the air. Sit your boom boom down.
Oh, my bad.
Good, good. All right, back to hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Take a deep breath in to downward dog. Good. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out, come to plank. Breathe in. Breathe out, go to hover. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. In, plank. Out, hover. In, up. Out, dog. In. That's it, keep going. Good, plank. Up dog. Down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out to plank. Breathe in and out. Good. Come to child's pose. That was my bad. I thought y'all were getting your own rhythm. Anyway, that's what the teacher's for.
Give us a pass this time.
Give us I give you a pass. I give you a pass. I give you a pass. It's all good. All right, so that was a bit of our energetic. Y'all just relax here. Good. Breathe normally, taking as much oxygen as you can. Just relax here. Let the body circulate. You should be very warm. Very warm. Very, very warm. All right, come up onto your hands and knees. Swing around onto your bottom. Good. All right, so now we'll come onto our bottom and we'll do one of my favorite asanas in Kundalini Yoga, and that's known as the stretch pose, right? So the stretch pose in the human physicality, we have 72,000 nadis, or points of energetic points around the navel. These are called nadis, 72,000 of them, right? All human beings come to the planet with the umbilical cord, the navel cord. It's one of the most sensitive areas on our body. So in Kundalini Yoga, all yoga actually, is really about tonifying the body and making you more, your energy more available for your mind-body expression on the planet. So the next asana we're going to do is known as stretch pose, and it's all geared around awakening that core force and those 72,000 nadis. To give you a more energetic and a more more intestinal fortitude, I like to say, to keep you stronger and help you be strong in your life. So the asana is you lay on your back. I'll show the full version, but I always do the modified version. It's just better for my back, and I encourage you to take whatever version works best for you. So the full version is you're laying on your back, and your arms are down by your side, thumbs pointed up. Then you come up 6 inches, and you hold here with very deep diaphragmatic breathing like this. Make sense? Right. I always take the, the modified version because it's better for my back. You come up, looking at your toes, shoulders up off the mat, core nice and tight, and the breathing is still from the diaphragm. Make sense?
Yeah.
Y'all don't look all that excited. Yeah. Well, watch. If you don't feel it already, you will feel a great deal of energy. Class is very fabulous. All right, we're only going to do 30 seconds. We're supposed to do 3 minutes. We'll do 30 seconds as a first try. Okay, let's start all together. All right, so lower your feet and just relax here a moment. Let's put the body on notice. And put the mind on notice. Let's put the body on notice. Good. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. Now breath into raising the legs up and the shoulders up off the mat. Good. Take a deep breath in and out here, and then breathe from the diaphragm. Begin. Good. Pumping the belly as best you can. Now, if that breath is not working for you, just take deep breaths in and out. Go at your pace. Come on. Go at your pace. Good. 20 seconds here. Go at your pace. Do what you can. All right. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Squeeze the root lock. Point the toes. Point. Hold the breath, and lower down. Relax. Good job. Stretch your hands over your head. Long body stretch. Reaching towards one side of the room and the other, pointing the toes. Stretch the toes in one direction. Reach the fingertips in another direction. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. 30 seconds is a bit of light work, so we're going to do that again. Y'all okay? Mm-hmm. Great. Let's go. All right. This time I'm going to join you, so I'm not going to be talking. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe into stretch pose and begin. Oh, I forgot to set the timer.
Oh, that's cheating.
No, I'm kidding. Breathe in long and rest down. That's your 30 seconds. That's at least 1 minute of stretch pose. Reach in, reach over your head, stretching the fingertips in one direction, pointing the toes in another. Full body stretch here. Good. Now slowly bring the arms out to the side like a T. Bend your knees, separate your knees nice and wide, and allow one knee at a time to fall down into the center line of the body. This is the cat stretch in Kundalini Yoga, stretching out the low back, the sides, the oblique, and the quadriceps. I can really feel that in my quads. I don't know about you all. Right, good. Okay, bring the feet back to the center, feet and knees back to the center line of the body. And we'll do a little bit of digestive fire asana. Pull your knees up to your chest. Good. Lift your shoulders up off the mat and your nose faces your knees. We'll do that diaphragmatic breathing. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. as we do the Sasana. Ready? And breathe in. Breathe out, pumping the abdomen. Breathe in and begin. Breathe in and out. Now, if you can't go quickly with your breath, you want to do what's called deep, slow, deep breathing. Breathing in and out here, but make sure you breathe in and out from the diaphragm, pumping the belly. That's what's going to ignite those 72,000 nadis and aid in your digestion. Did y'all stop?
No.
All right, let's start over. Good. All right, and go. Just like that. Good, pumping the belly. Make sure you're taking full breaths. Nice, full, deep breaths. Good. Take a deep breath in. Suspend the breath. Squeeze the perineum. Shoulders up off the mat. Knees pointed toward, nose pointed towards the knees. Squeeze, 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 and release and breathe out. Stretch the legs out. Full body stretch here again. Over the head. Toes pointing in one direction. Fingertips in the other. Excelente. Good. All right, grab your knees into your chest, and now you want to rock up and rock out. Rock back. Breathe in as you sit up. Breathe out as you go back. Good, and now up to seated, and sit in what's known as Sukhasana or child's pose, easy pose, with your legs crossed. Alright. Good, everybody good? Alright, let's just hold here a minute, get our brains acclimated to being upright, relax your shoulders down, just breathe in and out. And observe the energy that you feel. Do you feel warm? Do you feel a sense of frustration? Do you feel calm? Whatever. I'm not labeling it. I'm just asking you to tune in to your physiology and your mental space. Just observe your own experience. That's a bit of warm up for our Kundalini Yoga. Most Kundalini Yoga sessions are taught in themes, where the class has a direct destination. It's not, as I said many times before, it's not really just about the exercise of Kundalini. It's about how can these practices help you in your life, right? Because what's the good is it coming to stretch and sweat and getting all energized, and then you leave here and you're still cussing in the traffic lane because or you haven't really found solutions to your life's challenges, right? So from a yogic perspective, we are all born with every single thing that we need to have a successful life. Like whatever you need in your life to happen for you is available to you. Otherwise, the creator of the universe would be kind of cruel, as some traditions have scripted from their vantage point. You with me? But in a yogic perspective, that's not the case, right? And so again, Kundalini Yoga is spiritual theory, mind, body, energy. And so I just wanted to really share with you all present here that there are three kinds of man. And when I say man, I mean, of course, humanity. One is the animal aspect of our humanity, right? Our feelings, our urges, our desires. our vibrations. That's the animal from the reptilian and the limbic brain system, the oldest brain in our humanity's physiology or anatomy. And then there is the human, or the intellectual aspect of who we are, right? And that intellectual, the human aspect of who we are, uses our intellectual capacity, the degrees, the education, what we've learned in life, our ability to consciously think about things. That's one of the main things that separates us from the beast world, is our capacity to give thought and then make decisions based on that thought. So that's the human aspect. The human aspect of who we are uses the emotional or animal or primal aspect of who we are to negotiate life. So you use your animal instincts and your intellectual capacity, and this rounds out the human being, the humanity within us. But in yogic science, there's a third type of man, and that's the divine man, right? The divine woman, a person who seeks to engage as much as possible the youngest part of our brain, which is the prefrontal cortex. And it is, by science's understanding, it is where your highest, most altruistic, most benevolent behavior manifests itself in your personality, in your expressions. It is that desire to care for, with intensity and without regard to self, for other beings. It's that aspect of our brain that helps us connect to a higher consciousness. And so what we're doing here in these yogic practices we're using and stimulating the animal, right? The feelings and the passion and the vibration. We are trying to bring in alignment the misalignment and the out of balance physiology. We're using positive affirmations and great self-talk for the mind, and then steering all that down the funnel of how can I be a better, a more divinely inspired creation, right? And so the three types of person or man, the animal, a person who functions only out of what they like. I don't like this, I like this, I don't like that. A girlfriend of mine was trying to get her mate, which is one of the most challenging things that women can do, is to try to get their man to change what he is eating. Or, to help his life, you see? But he's like, I don't like that, I like this, I like that. Well, I like to call that the 5-year-old syndrome. Because children primarily function out of the primitive, right? The primal energy. It's survival. How do you feel, right? What do I like, what I don't like, what I want to do. I'm emotional. I have no, really boundaries or control over my emotionality. That's all very primal. That's the animal in control. The animal brain in control, right? Then when you go to school, you learn, you have a more reasonable, or you can be reasoned with a little more easily, than the human or the intellect side kicks in. Then when you say, well, let me make this choice because this is nothing in it for me, I'm just doing it because so-and-so needs. That is a divine function. That's a higher way of being. So what we're doing here is to try to stimulate the body and then use that stimulated animal energy along with proper self-talk and affirmation down the funnel up the funnel to become more divinely inspired. Does that make sense for everyone?
Absolutely.
Right. So to that end, the next series of asanas that we're going to do are designed to really brighten and magnify your auric energy, right? Your science is now proving, especially physics science, is proving that the human body has 3 brains. three major but three major centers of manifestation. First, we got all of the brains in the head, right? You got four brains. You got the limbic, the mammalian with its left and right hemispheres, and you got the prefrontal, right? Then you have the heart is now being discovered to be a central, more energetic than your actual skull brains. And it does more in attracting to you and repelling from you than the intellectual, your command center, the brain in your head can do. So that's brain 2, the heart. Then you have the vagus nerve. And what happens with your gut? You people say, that's my gut instinct. That is a directive. It's a place of manifestation, right? So the gut, the energy and the nerve endings in the gut are the third brain in humanity. Animal, intellect, and human with an aspect of divine, and intellect and human with an aspect of divine. Does that make sense for everyone? So what we're going to do now is we want to open and remove any obstructions from the heart center. We can have affirmations for our mind that we say daily that can help us keep course on the right track. Like, don't eat that chocolate cake. Girl, you know you is like 15 pounds overweight. You cannot have the chocolate cake. So these are self-talk that you have to have, because the animal, the gut is like, ooh, but it tastes so good. And remember when grandma used to make the chocolate cake and you licked it and you got a whole technicolor picture about it going on and a memory in your DNA about why you need to have it. But the report is like, if you keep eating that chocolate cake, you know, they're going to need an exercise casket for you, so knock it off, right? So what we want to do is open the heart energy and energize the aura that's around us. That electromagnetic energy that pulls or repels, that nourishes here in the heart and goes down into the primal centers and up into the higher aspects of our chakra and our energy, okay? So we're going to start with the aura charge, which is my most favorite Kundalini exercise. And I'll just show you how it goes and then we'll practice it, right? So you want to put your the tips of your fingers, or the pads of your fingers, onto the base bottom. So it looks like this, right? And what you're doing here is you are connecting all of the locks in the body. The thumbs stay apart and nice and up. Then your arms go up, shoulders relax down the body. Your arms are at about a 60-degree angle. Now get this image in your mind. Remember those rabbit ear? Look like everybody in here should know what I'm talking about. Those rabbit ear antennas, right? Remember how the arms on them went? And the center, that's us, right? Science just took from somebody they had in the lab and figured it out. They probably had a 900-year-old yogi in a lab somewhere trying to figure some stuff out. So we are going to do this, be the same type of receptor that those rabbit ear antennas were. And you make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, because when we bring our arms up, we have a tendency to raise, right? So lower the shoulders, fingers out to the side, and your image is pulling electricity into your thumbs, down into your arms, sides of the body, filling up the whole body with magnetic light and energizing that circulating or oscillating liquid attractor in your chest. You with me? So it looks like this. The breath, it's a lot of instructions, so hold on, relax your arms. The breath, your chin is down, your eyes are in the middle of the third eye, and the breath is a breath of fire, and it looks like this. Now, if you have your menses, you don't want to do the breath of fire. It is too energetic, right? It'll make your blood flow much stronger. So you want to breathe slow and deep. And if breath of fire is too much for you, then you just want to take slow, deep breaths, and that looks like this. always engaging that abdomen though, always, right? And then at the end, I will say, breathe in and bring your thumb tips together, reach up, relax your shoulders, breathe in through the nose, and now take a little bit more breath through the mouth, and reach up, squeeze the perineum, pull the belly in, hold the breath, and breathe out, sweep down. And then we'll do that a few times. It's quite lovely. I'm already there. Y'all gotta catch up. All right? Questions? Great, let's go. All right, let me find lovely music here. All right, so arms up. Take a deep breath in. Relax your shoulders down your back. Yes. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Just relax here. Just breathing in and out. And now you want to breathe in and then breathe out. And now breathe in and out. Begin the fire breath at your leisure. Go. Or at your pace. Good. Really feel that energy. Keep those arms elevated. Rest when you need to. Good. Use the abdomen whether you're breathing slower or faster. Make sure you are using that abdomen, that diaphragmatic breathing. Good. Good. And your eyes are gazed at the third eye, in between the eyebrows. And you want to imagine, visualize with passion, electricity, and warm light, healing white light coming into your body, down your arms through your thumbs. That's it. Rest your arms when you need to and then get back in it. Really pull that breath in. Rest your arms when you need to. Stay on it. You got another 5 seconds on the clock. All right, take a deep breath in. Reach the arms up. Thumb tips come together. Reach, reach, reach. Open the heart. Squeeze the perineum. Hold the breath. So relax in holding the breath. Pull the navel back to the spine while you're holding the breath. And breathe out. Good. Sweep the arms down as you breathe out. Turn the palms up. Breathe in. Thumb tips together. Quick breath through the mouth. Squeeze the perineum. Relax the shoulders. Pull the belly back. Hold the breath. Look at your third eye. Relax into it. And turn the hands. Sweep them down. Breathe out. Come on. One more time here. Breathe in. Sweep up, thumb tips together, reach, relax the shoulders, but squeeze the perineum. Now bring the belly back to the spine, hold the breath, hold, gaze into the third eye, directing that energy up into the third eye, and breathe out. Good. Palms on the knees, facing up, Dhyana Mudra, thumb tip to index finger, that is Jupiter, all wealth to your ego, your personality. Breathing in and out here. And relax. Close the eyes. Just relax the energy. Just relax and enjoy the energy that you're circulating, that you've raised here in this space. All right, so now energy from the bodies, the heart center space. Everybody okay? Y'all all right? All right. So what we want to do is you want your index and your ring finger or middle finger straight out together like this. You want your thumb to hold down the ring finger and the pinky, and you want to sit up, relax your shoulders, heart center open, right? Relax the shoulders down so the hands are here in front, right? And so what you want to do is breathe in through the nose. It's not really all that attractive, and it may be, you know, splashy for you. So it looks like this. Wait. What this does is it is clearing that energy. No obstructions. There's no obstructions. Your circulating, oscillating liquid magnetism in the center of your chest is free from any obstructions. Your past is there, is gone. We don't know what the future holds. The present is now. Everything you need is available to you. So we'll do that for a time here. Rest whenever you need to. I'm going to set the timer for an official time. We don't do no 30 seconds. Y'all won't have to hang in there, okay? So you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, but you wrinkle up your nose really hard when you breathe out to get that energy out. Okay, you ready? All right, breathe in, breathe out. Good, go. Really open the arm out, like that, like that. Yes, like that, like no. Keep those elbows high and like no, like that. Be sure to engage the abdomen. Breathe in and out using that core. Don't breathe from the chest. Get that air deep into the lungs. In and out. That's it. Come on. Come on. Last 30 seconds. I'm going to join you here. That's it, that's it, that's it. Deep breath in and breathe out. Good job. Breathe in and breathe out. One more in and out. Good. Sit in Jnana Mudra as you sit in Sukhasana, Child's Pose. Fingertips, index finger to thumb, palms facing up. Relax the shoulder down, eyes closed, just breathe normally, enjoying the energy. Very nice, very nice. Take a deep breath in. Alright. And you want to come to your feet as best you can. Swing around, stand up, crawl up, do whatever you can to get up. Yes, moan up. That's acceptable too. And you just kind of want to bounce up and down. Bounce up and down. Just bounce up and down. We're distributing the energy here now. Right. Bounce up and down. Enjoying the energy. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind bringing some over. Just put the box. Should have done it before that. Sorry about that. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to distribute that energy, right? So you want to just kind of bounce on your flat feet. Not on your toes, but your whole foot. Bounce. A little bit of bounce. Right. And let your arms shake. You might have to hold your girls. You don't want nobody to get hit in the eye. Right. Just bounce. Right. And let the shoulders shake. Just bounce it. Good. Come on. That's it. Bounce. Bounce. Now, all right. Now one leg up and shake. One leg up and shake. One leg up and shake. Yeah, that's some good shaking. Come on. And don't think about it. Just let the body move. Shake. Come on. One leg up and shake. Yeah. Just shake the energy. Come on. Shake the energy. Come on. I promise you this is a part of Kundalini Yoga. I did not make this up, I'm telling you. Although I'm familiar. Right, just shake the energy. Alright, ready? Dhyana Mudra. Hands together. Yogi March. Ready? In and out. Breathe in through the nose. When you lift your knees up, squeeze the abdomen. Get that core working. Come on, it's a march. And arms go all the way up. No cheating, yes. Come on, work for it. In and out through the nostrils. That's it. You should feel quite energetic. Come on. All right, release, shake the hands out, turn sideways. And so you can see me.
Oh, that would make sense.
Press the legs out. Good. Arms out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look back. Keep the legs straight. Out. Look behind you. In as you stand up. Good. Keep the arms nice and flat. Good. In. Out. Through the nose. Deep breath. Good. Deep breath. Good. Deep breath. Good. Come on. Good. That's it. And look back. Use your legs. Keep your legs nice and strong. Squeeze your hips at the top. Good. Excelente. Come on. Two more each side. Last one. Good. Good. And now shake it out again. Shake it out. Come on. We call this the yoga shake. Shake it out. Come on. Shake. Hands above the head. Shake everything everywhere. Get all funky up in here. Shake it. Shake. Yes. Hop a little more. Woo-hoo. Oh, I'm losing my adornments. Alright, I guess that fingers doesn't fit. Good, come on. Good, shake it. Release. Yes, yes. Come on. Alright, alright. Alright, let's take a seat. Alright, y'all good? Relax your energy, catch your breath. If you have water or something, you can take some refreshment now if you like. Just catch up a little bit here. And now we'll do our meditative and affirmation, meditation and affirmation aspect to what we're going to do today. All right. Just breathe in and out and relax. What was this? Oh, shoot. That's not what I want. Catch your breath. It's very energizing, or energy requiring, I should say. Anyway, I'm up. All right, so as I said, the yogic practices under Kundalini are all theme-based, right? Everything is going somewhere. It's not just about, you're stretching and moving. It's all thematic. So, as I stated earlier, the 3 types of man was the theme of this particular session. Get the energetic, primal energies circulating and moving, and then direct them to where they can do the best good. That is increasing and using that energy that you've generated for your highest self-functioning, right? So that is, after a class like this, if the theory portion, spiritual understanding, took even a little bit of hold, and a person knows that they, have a problem with consuming too many sugars or carbohydrates, you don't leave here and go get a donut. Do you know what I'm saying? Even on that most simplistic level, doesn't mean that you leave a Kundalini class and you go immediately discover how to eradicate the homelessness problem. It means that you make more, better, balanced choices if the information has took hold even a little bit. I'll tell you, I've been teaching traditional and ancient spirituality since 95. And you never know how you affect somebody. And about 10 years ago, I gave a class, and it's 10 years later, whatever. Maybe not 10 years, maybe 8. And so recently I was really kind of wondering if I was on the right path. This is very recent, like a couple of months ago. And I said, I don't have anywhere to teach, and it just seems like I'm on the wrong. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, right? So maybe I'm supposed to do something else. And I was kind of bummed out about it because, to my clearest and most balanced understanding, this is what I was born to do. This is it, right? And so I went for a walk in Rosedale Park. And I'm out for a walk and I'm, breathing and enjoying and taking my focus off of feeling so heavy about what I know I was born to do, not really being confused about that. And looking at nature and how beautiful and abundant God's presence is, right? So I was taking my mind off of that. So I'm out for the walk, and this woman comes running up. She's on a run, and she says, "Samut, where have you been?" I said, "Hi, Dee, how are you?" She's like, "Good." She says, "Listen, I gotta tell you, every time I get ready to buy my kids great Gatorade or some energy drink, I hear you in my head talking about how that's not good and the dyes and all this." She said, "I'll tell you, you don't know how you affected my family and how we change how we do things." I have not seen that woman maybe 6 to 8 years ago. And that was a sign to me from God. Don't quit, baby. We got you. It's just taking a little time. Don't give up. Just keep going. And I just cried the whole rest of the walk. But this time it was like an assurity, a sense of surety. It's like, okay, I won't quit. So it doesn't matter if you leave out of this class and you haven't got it all together, quote unquote. But if it just hits you a little bit, that maybe that's not a good choice for me, I'm going to make a better choice. Whatever it is, then the work was beyond fruitful. Does that make sense for you? So we'll sit up and then we will direct that energy that we just generated out of the primal, the lower 3 chakras, up into the higher chakra. This vibration that we're playing now is created by the Body Field Healing Resonance Center to help induce a sense of gratitude and thankfulness for whatever blessings we have in our life. And so too, then that is the meditation that we'll do for the next few minutes of our class. So you want to sit up nice and tall, as comfortably as you can, palms on your knees, shoulders away, breathing in and out through the nostrils and focusing the gaze in between the brow, the eyebrows or at the brow chakra. And just breathe in and out here. Intentional breathing now. Don't let your body breathe on its own. You deliberately inhale, squeeze that root lock, and then exhale slowly. Breathe in nice and deep at your rhythm now. Squeeze the root lock, 2 seconds, and then exhale slowly, keeping the gaze at the third eye, brow chakra. Vibration that you are experiencing here, and allow images of all the things you are grateful for to manifest in your mind. Just see yourself smiling and experiencing the feeling of joy and gratitude for those circumstances in your life. Feel the passion. Feel the sense of joy and thankfulness. Really allow it to resonate in your physicality. We'll close out in the Kundalini Yoga style with the prayer that Yogi Bhajan brought. May the long-time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And the pure light within you guide you well. It's the most lovely affirmation.
May the long time sun.
Oh, darn it.
Good
I'm
job.
hitting the wrong button. Sorry, y'all. That was not good. Alright. So, in prayer pose here. Take deep breaths in and out.
May the long time
And
sun
allow the blessing to bathe your energy.
shine upon you. All love surround you.
May all love surround you.
And the pure light within you guide your way on.
And you can sing it with her if you like.
Guide your way.
Usually 3 rounds, so this will be the second round.
May the long time sun shine
upon you. All love
surround you, and the pure
light
within
you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on.
Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Your name is truth, my name is truth. Your name is truth, my name is truth. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Your name is truth, my name is truth. Your name is truth. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam.
Who is that singing?
That is Satanam Kaur. They all are named Kaur. The women are named Kaur, the men are called Khalsa. Satanam Kaur. Is this a cell phone you put on here?
Mm-hmm.
I'll forward you
Text
the
it?
link.
Oh, perfect, thank you.
Absolutely. Come on. We don't have time to be. One of my podcasts I shared the time that we're living in since 2012, right? Everybody talked about it was going to be the end of the world. You remember that?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
what it is the end of an era. An era has ended. And the era was conflict and, extreme masculinity and taking other people's stuff. That was the era. Now we are in the era of harmony and collaboration and sharing and divine feminine. It is the return of the female as being respected for her leadership, for her contributions. You can see that, right? Look at the popular media. It's a whole "we ain't taking this no more" thing, and women have to be encouraged, and hidden figures, and all of this. You can see what is happening, right, on the planet in terms of the divine feminine. So I say all that to say that we don't have the luxury of not sharing vital and useful knowledge that will help people with their lives. I always say my methods or my processes are up for grabs. The brand is not, though. But the processes you can have. Knock your socks off. If I'm showing something with you and you take it and it improves your life, take it. I want no ownership on that, and I have no responsibility or ownership as to how you use what you learn. That's you. The brand, however, you can't have. But the process you can. So if you hear music or something in class and just say, can you text me the link? You got it. It's no thing. I went all that way to share that. So this brings our class to a conclusion. It's usually an hour and 30-minute class, but we'll stop it here at an hour and 10 today. And I'm so thankful that you all were able to come out and share. This class will be twice a month. I usually like to have refreshment and a little love up and networking. And as the class builds, it'll be more of a community that I'm seeking to create and to just be, a attractor of like-minded people who are interested in, the real spiritual aspect of raising their mind, body, energy. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Please.
Thank you.